Welcome back to the Get a Grip on Lighting podcast. I'm Michael Colligan. I'm here with Greg Eric and Brian Amundson's back on the show. I'm not going to read his bio because you can go back and look on past episodes and find out all about him. He's here now. He sells light bulbs in Oregon somewhere. And yeah, that's the show for today. But before we go there, Greg, we got to talk a little bit about Keystone Technologies. Go to KEYSTONETECH.com, Greg Eric.
One thing we've done a lot of ads for them and talked a lot about them, but we never just said their tagline enough. Light made easy. And I can tell you that sometimes difficult light doesn't need to happen. And far too often, since we started in lighting, it's been a lot harder than it needs to be a lot of times. Now, I don't want it to be too easy because anybody can do it. We need some difficulty to make us experts have a job here and have some money out of it. But light made easy, when we're buying it from them and selling it to our people, that's what we need.
The
Keystone's
big
got it.
Go to the Big Easy, KeystoneTech.com. That's KEYSTONETECH.com. Greg, we got the Nailed Convention coming up in a couple of weeks, man. How do we get here?
That's what happens when as time goes by, buddy. August 19th through the 20th,
Wow, it's a
21st.
couple of weeks away. Brian, you're going to be there, right?
I am excited.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. In Minnesota, you could still time to sign up if you're out there and you want to come hang with the cool cats of lighting. You come down to St. Paul or you go up to St. Paul, Minnesota, 19th to 21st. Be there or be square, sucker. Hey, Scott, get that video queued up. I'm going to tell you when I'm going to show it. Guys, I went to this site and you got to see this lighting problem. This is like lighting hell, okay? All right, Scotty, cue up that video. Let's go. Watch this.
Is this a haunted house? That's like going on right now.
That's a
I have a lot of
mechanical
questions.
room of a multi-residential high-rise in Toronto, Brian Amundson. What the hell is going on there?
Looks like we have some driver failure going on.
Driver failure? What do you think, Greg?
I think we have an overall failure. Something's going on. What are those fixtures? Are
They're
they just
eight
strips?
foot and 4 foot linear purpose-built strips. Okay, and
Okay.
straight out of China. There's no
No
there's no
brand.
brand on it. The driver inside is oh, what's the name of that company? M. It starts with an M. I always forget the name of that driver company. Oh
Yeah.
shit! I shouldn't have said that. Sorry. But anyway, you're gonna bleep it out in a second there, Scott, on the replay. But yeah, have you guys started to? I'm starting to encounter these kind of problems everywhere, Brian. What about you?
Yeah, we see a lot of things like that. Flashing, partial failures. Um, yeah, that's why we've been doing pretty well with our programmable drivers. So yeah, it's a common problem.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Are you
So in
sending?
a in
uh,
a it's the same question, I think. What are you doing in that situation, Brian? Are you going in and trying to get the driver replaced? So you bring them a programmable driver, bring an electrician, say go fix it, or what are your steps that you take?
It would depend on the situation. I mean, if they have on-site maintenance, you might have the guy send me, some model number, manufacturer. Is it something we sold them? Is it still under warranty? If it's not something we didn't sell them, we'll still try to support them and get them a product that's going to work, whether it be a new driver, if we have to, we'll send someone out on site to take a look at it and do some troubleshooting, and then we'll make an educated decision and find a solution for them. If it's an old, antiquated first gen, LED fixture or a retrofitted fluorescent fixture of that kind, then we're going to come up with a new solution, and either put in new fixtures or do it right. But yeah, he could be having some sort of motor load interference with that. I mean, who knows? I mean, there could be all kinds of different reasons why that's happening. But I think the best bet is just make sure you're selling good quality products right out of the gate. And
what is a
but it
good
doesn't
quality
matter.
product? What is a good quality product, man?
Something that you've sold for a long time that you've had a minimal amount of warranty failures with. I mean, we say it across the board. I mean, it might be some new pin-based lamp or something from somebody you've been buying products from for a long time, and all of a sudden you start having problems with it. But all their other products are good. So it just depends, on what you're looking at. So, we try to buy from this many manufacturers, and we know they're good product. We know a small percentage is going to fail, and that's just how it is. With LED, it's typically right out of the box that you're going to see failures, So as long as we make sure it's something we vetted, and we keep the problems to a minimum. But
Right. And
who knows? That could be a ballast fixture, and somebody put in a ballast
Well,
compatible.
I can tell you what I did. You want me to tell you what I did?
Yeah.
I sent them. It's a brand new condominium. It's less than 3 years old. Okay, so the warranty is with the builder. Okay, so it's under the new in Ontario. They have the new home warranty program that applies to condominiums and whatever. The problem was that the HVAC contractor, Greg, was refusing to work in the space because it was like, I feel like I'm going to have a friggin' seizure in here. He's going nuts. So we separated the circuit. There was other loads on the circuit, like you pointed out. I don't know if it was a motor load or not. I can't remember now. But we separated it. We had a single light circuit for in there, and we put in bypassed LED tubes, fixtures in there. And why? Because the manager of the building said, I want to be able to change a light bulb, Brian Amundson, if something goes wrong. So that was the solution to that problem. But in Toronto, we've built so many condos here, brand new, 5 years old. There's lots of situations like this. This is going to be the Wild West. I can't wait.
Yeah, we're running into that a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think some of it with your quality side too. You think about the manufacturers are. You work with somebody who you'd send that picture to, and if it was their product, they would just give you a brand new one, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Don't even mess with the driver. Don't do anything there. Just brand new. And if that doesn't do it, then you figure out what more is to it. But yeah, I think that's interesting. So you just went to LED tubes. They don't care about the lens that's on there or anything like that.
Nothing. It's a mechanical room. And the other thing, too, is a lot of these condos, they're buying their fixture packages directly from China when they build the building. Everything comes over in a crate for them from China. So there's no keystone in between the builder and the Chinese manufacturer. It's straight from the factory in China to the building construction site, and they put all this stuff in, the wall sconces, the ceiling lights in the corridor, the lights in the mechanical room. And so there's nowhere to go.
Yeah, there's nobody to handle the warranty problem, it sounds like.
Yeah. It's not, the warranties, like whatever. And the other thing too is like, that's critical. You got to fix that. Like if something goes wrong in that maintenance room for that whole building, you got to be able to have your HVAC contractor go in there and do work. You can't work in that environment. So we have all these crazy things happening in the lighting industry, but I actually believe it's good for lighting distributors. I think it's good. I think we should embrace these problems and solve them for people, Brian.
Oh, I agree with you. Yeah, we have a lot of customers that they've went somewhere else, they've done a partial upgrade, and we come in and fix it and find out. I mean, there's no recipe book of this is exactly what you do when you see this. That's where us and our expertise and years of experience come in play. We build a custom, not a build, but we come up with a custom solution based on the problems that we see. And sometimes it's as simple as a bypass tube retrofit. Other times it's, new luminaires with controls. It all depends what the situation is, what the end user wants, the controllability that they want. Whether it's a Bluetooth mesh system or it's my aux sensors are going crazy right here. That's the, we just redid all of our lighting. But yeah, I mean, whether it's something they want to control from their phone or they want to integrate it with their HVAC or other building management, and you go into more complex systems. So, yeah, it's a complicated world out there that we're selling in and living in. You've got old fit fluorescents still out there and old systems, and then you've got first generation stuff. And we're seeing first gen LED stuff that guys that I've taken from T12 to T8 to first gen LED to the next generation of LEDs. So we as nail distributors just need to continue to educate ourselves, stay on top of the trends, know what's out there.
Mm,
That way we can educate our customers, make sure we're selling the right solutions,
mm.
fixing
And
problems.
when you look at when you look at a project like that, Mike, I don't know, there's maybe 10 fixtures there. Maybe there's more, but whatever. It's not a huge project, but you know what that could lead to is trust. Now, whoever you dealt with there is going to be like, these guys took care of me here, and I've got this project. Now I'm building another one of these. Oh yeah, remember the issue we had with our lighting? Let's go to this guy because he helped us. And then it could have equal all these additional opportunities in the future. So I agree. I think it's there for us. Take it.
What would you do? What would you do if that was your customer, Greg? And that was 4 years ago, and those were and 5 years ago, say, because and it's out of warranty. What would you do? Would you be ashamed?
If it, no, no. I mean, I would get it replaced likely. I mean, I would just get a new fixture for them. You know, if it was something I had sold and it was right at the warranty, or you'd have to dive into it a little more before you start throwing out all this free stuff. But fixture I can handle. Getting somebody the replacement for, no problem.
Brian, I like to position myself on the same side of the table as the customer. You know what I mean? Instead of like taking responsibility for the LED light that burned out, I like to say, yeah, what happened here? I agree with you. Let's go talk to the manufacturer about this, or this is the solution to this problem, but it's going to cost you. You got to pay for the installation. You got to pay. You got to get your electrician to do it. Your maintenance guy. How would you handle that? Would you try to get on the same side of the table as your customer, or would you apologize to them?
No, most definitely. We try to side on, with the customer. There's a term I like to use, but probably not appropriate for the show. But we're the cream in the middle. We're
Exactly.
making it right. Yeah. So, we're going to analyze the situation. If it's something that I sold, it's still under the warranty period. It's just one fixture that went bad. We're going to handle it. If we see massive failures, which we have seen with projects that we've done, and the manufacturer doesn't want to support that, and we deem that they're a good customer, and it was something just out of the blue, we're going to do everything we can to make it right. I mean, I've had a customer that we put product in, manufacturer, come to find out, didn't have the right drivers in there. Things were running hot. Things were getting fiery and whatnot, and manufacturer wasn't stepping up. We don't do business with them anymore, and we bought all new fixtures for that customer and put them in. Because at the end of the day, you got to make things right. Customers, the old story, they're going to tell everybody they had a bad experience.
Yeah, for sure.
They're only going to tell a few people if it's good, but you want them to tell good things about you, whether it be how you handled something or whatnot. But yeah, we step up and take care of situations every day, whether it be our fault or the manufacturer's fault. But most manufacturers, back to deeming a good manufacturer and a good product, it's about how they handle warranties. It's about how they treat their distributor. And those are the people that we want on our team, because then we can deliver to our customers. No problem. We're going to get you a new fixture, a new driver, and sometimes if it's a big case, the manufacturers will pony up and pay some of the labor. In some cases, they won't. But at the end of the day, you got to make your customers happy, and that way you continue to have good Google reviews and good word of mouth, and get more business. So that's how I operate. My company is continually giving excellent customer service and delivering with good quality products and services, and handling problems when they occur, and moving on.
Well, I'd like to invite all the listeners right now to go to Greg's favorite company and my favorite company. Well, not my favorite. I got lots of favorites. They're all my favorites. But KeystoneTech.com, folks. Go to KeystoneTech.com. Greg Garrick, the Big Easy.
That's right. Light made easy. Not difficult like this video we were just watching. They make it easy. If that ever were to happen, I don't think it would with a Keystone product. They'd send you a new fixture and say, get that stuff out and put this in, and everything's good. Light made easy.
Light Made Easy. Also, if you're cool and you think you're a cool cat, you listen to the Get a Grip on Lighting podcast, why don't you come hang out with us? We're just normal guys like you and gals too. And come and hang out with us at the Nailed Convention, 19th through 21st, St. Paul, Minnesota. It's literally around the corner. Come on down, hang with us in Minnesota. Brian will be there. I'll be there. All our friends will be there. Our new friends will be there. And we're going to meet some new people there. So it's going to be a good time. Everyone's going to be there. Check it out, NAILD.org, the National Association of Innovative Lighting Distributors. And thanks to our special distributor guest, Brian Amundson. Thanks for coming out, bud.